Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my angels, my loves out there. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. We're going to do our 7 Horseshoe Tarot for today. You know, see what the energy is, okay, for this week. I'll do one more shuffle. Father God, I call on you today that you guide me in this reading. If someone needs to hear this message, or if there's a message specifically for someone that you need to reach to, I ask that you guide them to my channel to receive the message. My spirit guides, my angels, my good archangel, that you protect me as I do this reading, keep any negative energy away from me. Anyone trying to wish me harm or throw any negativity towards my channel, I ask that you block it and return it 10 times fold. Okay, so we're going to see what's the energy today for the 7 Horseshoe Tarot that we're going to do. We're going to look at the past, the present, the hidden influence, as in what's unseen, the problems that you don't yet know about, the current, which is the attitude about the situation, what course of action you should take, and then the 7th card will be the final outcome. What's the final resolution to the situation, okay? Alright, so spirit guys, tell me. Oh, alright, T. Coming out with the past. We have Karen Connection, which is the 14, which speaks about temperance, okay? Temperance is usually the harmony, the balance in the relationship. So with the past being the Karen Connection, you actually, it did show like you came across your twin flame, you're a higher soulmate. You did have a caring connection with someone that, was a promised blossoming of new love, someone that was tender, someone that you embraced, someone who felt like a spiritual connection with you guys, okay? There was definitely a bond between the two of you. When you first met, when your guys' eyes locked on one another, 202, when I say that, it's like you knew. It's like you knew, like this was a soulmate. This was something spiritual. It was a kindred spirit between you. The friendship, it just blossomed. And I think that everything moved very quickly between the two of you. I think that it moved so quickly with the connection. Like you just knew you were the one for them, and they knew you were the one for them, and you knew that they were the one for you. And so you kind of just didn't put up any blocks, any guards. You just gave a lot of love into the relationship. You put your whole heart into it, you put effort into it, you worked on it, you were intimate. The bond just kept getting deeper between you two, okay? It was just a very spiritual connecting. There was like no boundaries. You just were authentically yourself, and you felt like this is where you needed to be, and you worked towards that. But I felt like as much intensity and passion as there was between the two of you, like maybe this person got afraid of that instant connection. You guys were like magnets. You were just drawn to each other immediately. Okay, so that's what happened in the past, and you could have guys really could have had this could have been a past love, from past lifetimes, but definitely a blossoming love affair, love connection between the two of you. It just felt right. It felt like that was, you just knew that was your person. Okay, so what's the present? Like, what's going on? All of this can't be the present. Oh, jeez, it's like 7 cards by itself. Alright, no, we're going to do that over. Because it's only a 7 card pull. 7 cards came out for what's going on in the present. So if something wants to come back out, thank you. Okay, well, you want to give me 2? Alright, I'll take 2. The same card came out, patience. Yeah, so in the present, this person is called, you're being called to have patience. They're being called to have patience. And with this time card being out here, okay, first let's bring note that this is a 16. So 16 represents Tower in tarot. So that means that there's going to be an unexpected change. Something is going to happen in this relationship between the two of you guys. Something that's already happened. Like you've already pulled away, you've already gone your own way. But this is something that's going to take effect in the divine timing. Okay, so yes, your paths crossed with this person in the past, but in divine timing, a change is going to come. And divine is working on this person. This person needs to make a change within themselves. So they're going to have a time moment in their life that's going to cause upheaval, that's going to create change for them. And this is something that is destined to happen. So this is somebody who needed to have put closure to the past, that was called on to do some work on themselves, and they did not, okay? And they let it affect their relationship with you. So in the present, that's what's going on. And see, it's a world card. A world card. So this means completion and fulfillment. So this person is definitely completing a cycle in their life. And like I said, there is going to be a tower moment that's going to come, because the world card is out here. They're being called to put it into their karmic cycle. They may have already completed their karmic cycle, and they're wrapping things up. I said work for some reason, so they're working on themselves, okay? And they're wrapping things up. So they may have been involved in a marriage or long-term commitment. They may have had some business dealings or something going on with someone, but they have friends and family that they needed to remove themselves from, an environment to remove themselves up. But they're wrapping something up, and they're putting old way of thinking or belief or something that they're wrapping up, okay? They're no longer seeing illusions. They're going to do the work on themselves to come towards you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so what's the hidden influence? So what is it that's unseen? Yeah, what's unseen that you don't know about is that this person has a broken heart. When they hurt you, they hurt themselves. And this is a 9, so this is how they feel now, because we're in a 9-year. So their heart is broken. They feel bad. They have regrets. They hate that they hurt you. I don't think that was their intent. I think that they just didn't want to let go of the past. They didn't want to change. They didn't want to be in love because they probably were hurt before. And you got caught up in all their mess, okay? And it hurt you. It broke your heart. And you walked away from this person. They probably never thought they were going to lose you, but they did. And it's the consequences of their action. If you saw my earlier video, I did state that this person had 2 paths, 707 when I said that on the timer. This person had 2 paths that they could have taken, and they chose a different path when I walked away from you instead of walking towards you. And this person is just brokenhearted. They're not sleeping. They're having headaches. They're reminiscing. They're thinking about you. And they want you back. You know, they want to work on what they need to try to get you back into their life. They're hurt right now, and this is something that they're not telling you, but I believe that they will. So what's the querent? Like, what's the attitude about the situation? What? 7th chakra, Uriel. Okay, so the 7th chakra, the crown chakra is out here, and Uriel is the illuminator of God that you call on when you want knowledge and understanding. So this person is seeking guidance. They're praying. They're praying for peace to heal this broken heart. They're praying for what to do, how to get you back into their life. They are getting intuitive hits about how to move forward. They are definitely seeking knowledge, so they might be talking to someone, a therapist, a counselor, an old wise trusted friend, or a family member that they can speak to, someone who may have been in this similar situation. This person is actually, I feel like they're studying, they're looking things up, they're researching things, either going online, reading books, seeing they may have gotten a reading on you. They're listening to their intuition. They may be looking into soulmates, twin flames, spiritual connections. They may just be looking into a lot of things. And with this being a 41 and coming to a 5, this definitely 5 speaks about the Hierophant and tarot. So this definitely lets me know that it is spiritual guidance. So they are seeking spiritual guidance on how to move towards you and how to try to make things right with you. Okay? Oh my gosh. So I was getting ready to ask, like, what's the influence of others, but this turned up immediately. 2 cards turned up immediately. So I'll take them both. So financial constraints and contract. So this person, at this point, as far as the influence of others and how people close to them feel, like this person's dealing with some financial constraints right now. So they're facing extra responsibilities. Money is tight for them. That might be a loss of job opportunities. This person may have tried to go into a contract with someone else, and it did not fare well for them. They end up losing money when they were trying to build when another relationship instead of building with you. And because you were their abundance, they tried to build with someone else, and it ended up costing them money. They put good money in after a bad situation. They couldn't have gone into business. They could have purchased a home, tried to start a business, a house, a lease agreement, a car, whatever it is that they tried to initiate and start with another person. Did not work. This person couldn't have been in a marriage, got engaged, or got married, codependent on someone, or thinking that they were going to be abundant in a situation, and now they're trying to get their way out of it, and it's going to cost them to come out of it. If it's a divorce, they may have to leave some stuff behind, material gains, but definitely this person is in financial constraints, and they're dealing with some losses at this time, okay? And I feel like this is this person's karma for the decisions that they made, because this is the 13, and 13 talk about endings, transformation, and death, time to move on. So it was this person, a situation is coming to an end because it really had already played itself out. It really was not the route that they were supposed to go, and like due to this ending, it's just going to cost them. It's costing them emotionally, it's costing them financially, it's costing them mentally. And I felt like this was a love relationship only because this is the 6. So 6 is about choices, partnerships, and love. And I think that this person chased lust, and their partnership, the partner that they choose to build with, it just didn't fare well for them. It was the wrong choice. Okay, so what should this person do? What course of action should this person take now, Spirit? And this person's anxious. They're anxious because they fell for illusions. They didn't listen to the intuition. They dreamt of something, what they thought, a dream that they thought they were going to have with someone that they thought was going to be wish fulfillment, turned out not to be. Okay, they lost you. You were their dream. You were their wish fulfillment. Now, because of the choices that they made in the past, they feel like they've lost you. They're not going to be able to get you back. This person's not sleeping. They're crying. They're sad. Because this person's laying around in their bed, I feel like this person not really being motivated to really want to do much. I think that they're probably up at night, and sleeping during the day. They really can't rest. Their soul is not at ease. This person, with all this red, I feel like this person has both a lot of passion towards you and a lot of anger with themselves and the choices that they made. And this person's very regretful and thinking that they won't be able to get you back, that they'll never have a new beginning with you. Okay, this person could be experiencing headaches. They could be having health concerns right now. They could be getting health diagnoses due to all the stress that they're receiving. All right, so what's the final outcome? What's the final outcome for this situation, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So the 6th chakra speaks about the third eye, speaks about their intuition. And with this being a 40 going down to a 4, which speaks a lot about the Emperor, this person was instability. So this person was supposed to show up as the Emperor in your life. They were supposed to, plan, be a leader. You guys were supposed to start something together. Like I said, this person was supposed to build with you. You guys would have had an abundant business together because you are a manifester. You make things happen. But now this person is using their intuition. Like they're seeing now. They have clarity as to who you are and who you were in their life and what they were supposed to do. Okay, you were this person's stability. They were supposed to celebrate and you were their emotional stability. You were supposed to build together, unite, have a life, but leave a legacy behind. And this person didn't do this with you. And with this being Metatron in here, Metatron is like the angel of life. You call on them for guidance, for clarity, and support in helping you reach your full potential. So you have a healing power, okay? And you were guided towards this person to help heal them, to help guide them on their spiritual journey, but they didn't and help them deal with childhood issues and past traumas that they experienced, okay? But they didn't do the healing work. And so now, they're anxious about that. And this is their role that you're supposed to play in their life. And they're worried that they may not be able to get you back. And this person is now, they're calling on the angels to help them heal, to help them fix things, to help get them out of the mess that they found themselves into. Okay? So that's the 7-card pull. I want to see, like, what else do we want to get? Like, gosh. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get a... what lies beneath? So let's just, do I want to go? I don't really feel like that's what, because we know what lies beneath. We know what happened. We know how they're feeling. We know what they're going through. Let's just get a what's the vibe, okay? We'll get a what's the vibe, like what else going on in their environment now since they didn't come your way, how they're feeling. And then we'll pull a timing card for like when things might start to turn around for this person. All right, Spirit. Give me a what's the vibe. Yeah, this person's very much brokenhearted. But, they made this bed. Like, they're laying in the bed that they made for themselves. Really. They turned out loving. They took what could have been a very beautiful ending, love connection, and they made a mess for themselves. Okay. I'm only going to do, like, one. And whatever comes out of this one is going to be it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on, you guys. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, this person's feeling hopeless. They're very hopeless. They're depressed. I hate to say this person may have suicidal ideations. I hope not. If so, please call the number for help. Get help for yourself. See somebody. Check yourself to the emergency room. Do what you need to do. Go to church. Pray. This person needs to take time to recharge. They need to breathe. They need to clear their mind. They need to let go of all the stress. Okay, this person's feeling a lot of tension. They're stressed out. They might be having migraines. They're worried. They're not sleeping. They may be using, devices to help them to cope. They may be overindulging in alcohol, drugs, sleeping pills. They could just be, they're just feeling a lot of tension. This person, they did see you as nurturing. You were a sense of mentorship for this person. They want to be able to give back to you, to this relationship. They want to heal. You were very healing to this person. They see you as being healing for them. They're being called to go in and heal themselves, to meditate, to pray, to speak to someone, okay? That's what they're going through right now. So let's get a timing card to see, like, when a change may come about with this person or situation, like when they might find themselves on the upward end of this, of all that they're going through. Okay, Spirit guides. When can this person see some relief from what all they're dealing with? Okay, I'm just going to see what comes out when I do the one just came out. Alright. So we have a couple of cards that came out on here. Timing is much further in the future. So this person has a lot of work that they need to do on themselves right now. So it's not going to be immediate that this person, because they do have to heal. They do have some karma to pay back because they racked up a lot of karma with everything they put you through by making the decisions that they did and living in their toxicity. The next new moon, during the next new moon, you might hear from this person. They may reach out to you. That's when they may start to take action on what they're working on. By next spring, things should come together. If you have not heard from this person, you might see a change. They may be done with their healing process, or there might be a difference in something different going on in their life. They may have begun their healing phase and can see, definitely with the 11 being out here, that's definitely a good sign. There'll be a change in them. They may be able to get out of some of the stuff that they found themselves into, like some contracts may be able to get out of. And within the next couple of years, you guys may be able to, get back on board, try to start anew, or, this person just might be transformed, okay? So that's the time frame that we have. I will get an angel message of what the angels have to say about this, their advice for you, and then that's going to be the end of this particular reading for today. You okay, Ro? You okay? Alright, angels. If I can get a message for the collective for you, some advice for them. Thank you. Alright. What message do you have for the collective? What's the message for the collective? Okay, let's try one more time. Angels, what's your message? What advice do you have? Thank you. Okay. Ask your angels. So yeah, if you're seeking clarity, if you have something that you need to know, your angels are around and they're asking you to talk to them. Ask them. They're here to assist you with whatever questions that you may have. Okay, you don't have to sit and try to wonder what's going on or what you should do next. Just ask your angels. They're here for you. You might see pennies, feathers. You might see intuitive and you might get intuitive messages. You might hear songs. Keep seeing a person's name or something popping up. Numbers. Look to the angel numbers. If you keep seeing the same numbers or numbers that repeat in patterns, look them up under angel numbers and recover. You're going through recovery stage at this point. Your person's going through recovery stage. You're being asked to align with chakras. You're healing from the things that you've gone through. Self-love. This is a self journey for you guys, not only for you but for them. You know, you guys were brought together for a purpose and to really kind of heal one another, to bring each other through some past traumas, learn some things about yourself, and see what changes you need to make in your life. I do want to thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual healing journey, and until later, thank you. Have a good day.